ever pondered about the significance of learning and the perils of arrogance? The moment we draw our first breath on this planet, the journey of learning begins. As we grow, so does the sphere of our learning. However, as we mature, sometimes our egos inflate faster than our wisdom, and we stop learning only to start erring. This arrogance hinders our path to growth. In this context, I remember a story worth sharing here. Once upon a time, a Russian philosopher named Uspensky visited the home of Saint Gurdjieff. They engaged in a deep discussion on various topics. Uspensky said to Gurdjieff, "I have acquired a great deal of knowledge through extensive study and experience, but I want to learn more. Can you help me?" Gurdjieff, aware of Uspensky's profound knowledge and a hint of arrogance, knew that a direct approach would not work. So, after some thought, he picked up a blank piece of paper and handed it to Uspensky, saying, "It's good that you want to learn, but how can I know what you have learnt so far and what you haven't? Write down on this paper what you know and what you don't. There's no point in discussing what you already know, and we should focus on what you don't." The task was simple, but for Uspensky, it was challenging. His pride in his knowledge was shattered. He was knowledgeable about topics like the soul and supreme soul, but he had never considered the nature of elements and the concept of difference and non-difference. Pondering over Gurdjieff's words, he fell into deep thought. After a long while, unable to comprehend, he handed the blank paper back to Gurdjieff and said, "I realize now that I know nothing. You have opened my eyes today." Gurdjieff was deeply moved by Uspensky's humility and said, "Now you have understood the first thing worth knowing, that you know nothing. This is the first step to knowledge. Now you can be taught and guided. One can fill an empty vessel, but a vessel filled with arrogance leaves no room for even a droplet of knowledge." To conclude, if we stay ready to receive knowledge, we become eligible to gain it. To become wise, it's essential that one resolves to acquire knowledge and not restrict oneself to a single source of wisdom, but to accept good advice wherever it comes from. Remember, there's always something new to learn, and humility is the first step towards wisdom.